Good evening to those near and far. Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, the Great Wen. There's an opening thing, I swear. Our game is set in 1980s London. This is Chapter 6. I don't think I fixed the thumbnail. The date is December 27th, 1980. Let's meet our vampires. I will introduce you, I swear.
All right. I am Jayce Maxwell, and I play Allistair Mosley, ?
Mm-hmm. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Well,
Hello, I am Orla Hart and I play Viola Clarington.
Kaz.
Hello, I'm Sage. I play Alison.
And Bella.
Hello, I'm Charlie Wise and I play Bella Reuben.
Woo!
Woo!
All right. Last we left our intrepid band of anti-heroes, Sylvia and Orla did not show up to the Bloody Mermaid, but Allistair, Kaz, and Bella helped the new Toreador Nia Kim fake her export to a leper colony. To celebrate and also look for the Sheriff Juliet for new work and make sure Dennis didn't make mincemeat of her, the group of vampires head to the Highgate Cemetery, which is known for being a safe space for vampires to hang out free of conflict. They soon discover that the famous punk band Venom Priest is doing a surprise performance. During the concert, a blood doll turns out to be a werewolf and wreaks havoc. The werewolf is eventually subdued, but not after a good 20 vampires met their final deaths. Thankfully, it was no one you knew, but it was still a harrowing experience. Kaz, Allistair, and Bella were invited to stay the night at the opulent Toreador mansion. Everyone burns blood to wake up, and Kaz rolls willpower.
Hang on one sec.
Yep.
I'm on the wrong page.
Mm-hmm.
Four successes.
Excellent.
Nice.
You are on point today. And yet not.
Surprisingly. I'm still,
The sleep did you good.
I'm functional, but minimally so.
Yeah, the sleep did you well. Like it actually helped you recuperate a little bit.
Whoops. I should probably feed at some point.
Probably a good call.
Allistair wakes up shaky. And we're at the Toreador
Mansion.
mansion. Okay.
Mm-hmm. In an opulent bedroom, all to yourself.
Allistair will find whichever he can find first, Bella or Sage or Kaz or Bella. And just it's like I have to go. I can't be here. I need
Okay,
to be
man.
alone.
Okay, like whatever it is.
You know where to find us.
Yeah.
And he goes home. And I'm going to pop out.
Okay. A fresh character will come when it is thematically appropriate.
I'm intrigued.
All right, Viola.
Viola wakes up in her lovely bedroom. She is brought some nice warm blood from a new butler after she had to sack Jeeves for joyriding in the Bentley with Sylvia the night before.
Yes, indeed.
So yes, and I'm looking at the newspapers and seeing what's going on.
If you are, I don't think there is a newsletter for the Camarilla.
Whatever it is.
Kaz might have an underground paper, but it's like
zine of some sort.
Right, exactly. All right, Bella.
Can I call home and check up on Daria?
Absolutely.
So I grab a phone call home. Does she answer?
She answers.
Hey, girl.
Hi, how's it going?
I know it's like really you're about to go to bed. I just wanted to check out on you, see if you were fine.
I think I'm going to buy a cat.
What?
I think I'm going to buy a cat. You're gone most of the time, right? I could use the company. So, a cat. What do you think?
That's cool.
I'll take
Cool.
care of it and everything with the poop and the food and whatnot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Cats are awesome.
Cats are awesome. Oh, right. Great. When can I expect you back?
Maybe like
You don't know.
I'll try to like go back in before the end of the night.
Okay. I'll leave the key will be under the mat.
Yeah, no, thanks.
All right. Good night. Have a good one.
Good night. Oh.
All right. Kaz, what are you doing?
Kaz is going to wander around and try to find some food.
Oh. Let me roll a thing, see if there are ghouls in the house that are awake.
Because I am still feeling I'm rested, but I'm still a little shaken because of the giant fucking dog.
Because the giant fucking dog.
That makes more sense now. I know what the dog is. I was very confused.
There are totally people that are like drinking wine and like hanging out in the foyer.
Excellent. So I go up to them and say, "Hey guys, how's it going? Know where a girl could get a drink?"
And roll charisma persuasion. Oh wait, persuasion's not a thing in
No, it's
D20. You're not lying.
No.
You're not performing.
Expression.
Expression, yes.
Okay. Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. You're in a crowd of people. Not a crowd.
2 successes.
3 successes?
2.
2. Two people step forward and say, "Hey, you are interesting, and also you probably have blood that tastes super delicious. We should talk."
We totally should. Wink, wink, nudge,
Wink,
nudge,
wink.
say no more.
Say no more, say no more. One of them will actually go with you to a private room and you can do your thing.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
They will allow you to take 3
Ooh.
before they're like.
I am fairly certain I only need 2 at this point.
Okay, then only take 2.
So I will only take 2. Where is my eraser?
You're sitting on it.
On the
I
floor.
probably am.
Tickety.
Also, hi, pronoun.
I'm just going to make a note to myself
Okay.
because I don't have the eraser to update my sheet right now.
Oh,
So
I got you. Little star.
yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So Kaz's phone rings.
Kaz doesn't have a phone.
Kaz's doesn't have a phone. Kaz's phone is at the Bloody Mermaid, and it rings, and it is not answered.
No,
Makes sense.
because we are at the Toreador Mansion.
Because we were at the Toreador Mansion, and it is 1980. Not everybody has a goddamn phone.
Yeah.
Olden days.
Does anybody want to call Viola?
I will call Viola.
Okay. I down to this
Okay.
coffee in blinding speed.
Be sure not to call the prince by accident.
I will do
Yeah.
my best. Well, now that I have Viola's number, actually,
Mhm.
I think I can safely call her without calling the prince.
Woo!
So ringity ring ring.
Hello.
Hi Viola. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
It goes. Let's just say that. So what's news?
The news is Sylvia is on a timeout for taking the Bentley on a joyride with Jayce, and I'm having to find a new driver.
That could be problematic. Because Bella and I are stuck at the Toreador Mansion.
Is it a specific mansion? There are many.
There, you know of a mansion that is maybe 3 doors down from you.
Okay.
So maybe that's the one they're talking about. Maybe.
Okay. Then
I don't know where we are. I just know this place is fucking huge. And it's like, no offense, your place is grand and all, but this place is like the shit.
oh right. Oh, that Novo Riche place. Yes, I know it.
Hmm. I thought you might.
Yes, well, I will arrange a car in the next half an hour.
Thank you so very much, my darling.
See you soon.
All right. Back to Bella.
I'm just like
Chilling out, just hanging, just looking at the pretty people going.
banging my head against the wall. Everything's cool.
Everything's cool. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. There's no werewolf. All right, 30 minutes goes by. Kaz receives the vitae, and
Woo!
Bella is banging her head against the wall while people look on like, what is wrong with
Is
you?
she?
They're afraid to get close. She's also got yesterday's makeup on. So. Ooh. Can we help you?
I'm fine.
It's okay, folks. I've got her.
Okay.
Bella, shall we?
Yes, please.
We shall. And we exit the mansion.
Exit the mansion, and there are a line of cars, but there is a fresh car that is coming around and stops basically in front of the door. Maybe it's Orla, or not Orla, but Viola.
I wish it was Orla's.
So I will go and ask the driver, did Miss Clarington send you?
That she did. And he gets out
Thank
of the
you very
car
much.
and opens the door for you. And is
Excellent.
Viola with the car, or is she at her abode waiting for them to show up?
She'd be waiting on them, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get in the car, and there is a young man that is in the car with you.
Hi.
Hello. I'm his son, and
Right.
I had to come to work with him to learn the ropes and whatnot.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Bella, what's your blood at?
I'm a 4.
Ooh, he smells good. Mm. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
That really good.
So willpower, please.
Oh.
Difficulty 6. Well, difficulty 7 because you're at a 4.
Three successes.
Okay, you keep your just calm blue ocean.
He's not that hot. He's not that hot.
It's not that hot.
You all right there, doll?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. Everything's fine.
Viola feels a sense of relief for some reason in the ether.
Please do not mess up my car. And the car shows up at Orla, or God damn it, Viola, in a matter of 5, maybe 10 minutes. And pulls up to the front. Driver opens the door for you. Sorry about the boy. He's
Totally cool, man.
training him. Blah, blah.
Totally cool. Thanks for the ride. And we disembark and head into Viola's.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking for Bella at this point. I think she's got a mouthful.
I hear her come in and go, I'm in the parlor.
In the parlor.
Yeah.
We will join you in the parlor.
You join her in the parlor.
Hey, Viola.
Hi. You guys look like you've just been through a night.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm curious.
We might have been semi-involved in a werewolf attack.
Excuse me?
Wolf attack. Big, giant,
Big,
wolf like
giant,
thing. You know
fucking
those,
scary
right?
dog.
A werewolf in London?
In Elysium.
So
Hashtag deceased.
I mean,
One
we didn't say that, but-
one experience point for the reference.
Yay. That's it. That's
All right.
the word for today.
All right. So the scene's on you.
I'm gonna need more details, Kaz.
Right. So, first we did you remember like the assignment that we got? Not the first one, the second one.
About the pop star?
About the
Model?
pop star model. Yeah. So we did that, and it was all good. And then we went back to Elysium because Allie was still feeling weird about the whole Dennis thing. So we went to try and find Juliet to try and like make sure that she didn't get munched. And she didn't get munched, but Dennis is a vampire now.
Oh,
well, we think he was before this.
Maybe, we
Now
don't know.
No, he's just like chilling. Like he's not.
Yeah.
like a villain.
Yeah.
And then Venom Priest showed up, and I was like super stoked. And
Something positive happened.
they called Bella up on stage, and she rocked it.
Exciting.
And then, so I was just like moshing away because that's what you do. And the next thing, there's this big fucking dog. Like, I can't tell you where it came from because I didn't see where it came from. It just kind of rawr.
It probably came from one of the guys who were like they were drinking blood from. He turned out to be a werewolf, and he started wrecking shit. And I had to like grab this. I have to grab this one and like another girl, the gang girl.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And did nobody, like, were there many hurt? Like, what's the state of Elysium?
Elysium's okay. It took some damage, but like we lost a good 20 kindred.
What?
It was not pretty. And the dog, really big fucking giant dog.
And where did the dog go?
It was subdued. Dude, we don't know who or how he got in Elysium. I'm sure that we have something for that sort of thing. I'd assume. I hope. Because why the fuck would they let a werewolf that could wreck shit up into Elysium? Like, don't we have protection for that? Isn't Elysium a safe space? What the hell is up with that?
That is an excellent question. And so
And where's Ali then? I hope he's okay.
So I introduced Ali to my friend Alison, the gangrel that Bella was talking about, and he said some kind of off-color things, and he didn't mean to. His mouth just kind of ran away with him, and he did not have a good reaction to realizing that what he said was not okay.
So where is he now?
He left. He had to like do some shit. He didn't tell us what. It's his business. We respect it. So
he didn't give details. He just he noped out of there.
Yeah.
Give him a bit of space for a while then.
There's a knock at the door.
Okay, I hope my assistants and servants speak to that dog.
Butler opens the door, immediately closes it.
Okay. I go and see what the kerfuffle is.
Opens the door.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Close the door. What is that?
And is like unsure of what he's looking at.
I'm sorry, you must have the wrong address.
I was told that Alison was here.
Kaz, one
Yeah.
of your friends is at my door.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Viola. I wasn't expecting anyone, but I'll go and take care of it.
Please do.
Hey,
Hi, Daniel sent me. He couldn't come on his own, so he needed someone to give you a message.
right. I'm listening.
So the coroner at the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
he found a bag of body parts,
Ooh, that doesn't sound good.
and just a whole bunch of human body parts, but the head was still attached to the torso.
Okay.
But it's weird. The person didn't die of
Oh,
being chopped apart. He died of blood loss. Something drank him.
he was exsanguinated.
Yes.
Okay. Does the sheriff know about this?
I don't know. Daniel just told me to tell you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And he said to help you if you needed it.
I appreciate that. Who should I call?
Do I have this information?
I'm asking your name.
Oh, you can call me Wretch. Everyone does.
That is a sick name, dude.
Was given to me.
They generally are. Thank you for the information. Is there anything I can do for you at this point?
You told me that I was supposed to help you.
Okay. Well, Viola, may I invite him in?
I guess he can join our merry band for now.
Please come in, Wretch.
Thank you. And he is very happy to not be outside anymore, where someone might see him.
Indeed.
That's fair.
Cricket, cricket.
Cricket, cricket. So, I think we might need to see the sheriff about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably the best place to start.
So, shall we traverse to Elysium in search of her?
If that's the only place we know that where she is, I guess. Yes, but after last night's attack, I'm not so keen.
Well, do you happen to have the sheriff's number? Because if you have her number, then we can call her.
Let me check.
Yeah, do you have her number? Either you or Allistair has her number.
I can't remember if I rang her last time.
Daniel told me, Kaz, that you're really good at remembering people's numbers.
Am I?
That is correct. I hand Kaz the phone.
Okay, apparently I can remember the number right out of Allistair's head.
Intelligence and you know what? Straight intelligence, difficulty
Straight
4.
intelligence.
Mhm.
Okay.
Can you remember a thing? Maybe.
2 successes.
Yes. You put in a number and ring a ding.
Kaz loves telephone books.
I fucking hate telephone books. Right.
The phone picks up, but there's no voice.
Juliet,
Who, may I ask, is speaking?
it's Kaz Alison.
May I help you?
Well, I'm looking for the sheriff because I have happened upon some rather unsettling information regarding some kindred, or potentially kindred.
Oh, would you like to make an appointment?
That would be a very wise thing at this point, I think.
All right, great. Kaz, Alison, will you have company?
Yes. Viola Clarington, Bella Reuben, and a Nosferatu named Wretch.
Oh, +3. And how does midnight sound?
That sounds excellent. Thank you very much.
Great. They'll meet you at the high gate and will be easy to find.
Thank you very much. Have a pleasant evening.
You too. Click.
Okay.
Sorry, making notes.
During this whole thing, Wretch is in the shadows trying to just in the darkest corner of the room, trying not to be seen.
Mhm.
Are you wearing a cover?
Sorry.
What?
Wretch, are you wearing a cover like a hood or something to hide your face?
He'll put it back up when he goes out.
Okay.
Actually, no, he'll put it up now.
Okay.
Okay, so gang, we have an appointment with Miss Juliet at Elysium at midnight.
What time is it now?
9 o'clock.
Okay. Do you need to see these bodies for ourselves, or is there any other information you can give us, Rex, that might?
That was all that Daniel told me. Did he say what hospital? Was it the
Yeah,
same one?
I can't remember the name of the hospital. However, it was the hospital that you guys got the blood from and Drew probably works at.
I am having Ho Hospital, yes.
Oh, God.
I'm looking through my notes.
Because your notes are better than mine for this game for some reason.
You have notes.
Purely
Signature
because
check.
if I don't take notes, then I forget what I did 5 minutes ago.
Signet Churchill Hospital.
Signet, yes. Signet Churchill.
Right.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Right. Okay.
I need to go AFK for a second, but please talk amongst yourselves.
Okie dokie. So, oh, excuse me.
Game plan, people.
Okay, so we definitely need to head to Elysium.
Yes.
The question is, do we pay a visit to the coroner first? Or do we wait until we have official orders from the sheriff?
I'm thinking that maybe we should get like information, as much information as possible to give to the sheriff. But at the same time, it's like, what if we fuck it up? You know?
This is my concern. I don't want us to be seen as acting outside of ...
Yeah.
Which I know is a very unpunk thing to say, but considering that the sheriff could easily bring about my final death,
we're not gonna go there.
yeah.
I really wish we could like see the body, but it's like, if I'm gonna get killed, no. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of what did we do the last, like it was the blood bank or something at the back. We didn't really do much more.
Yeah.
Well, we could always maybe go around and talk to him, maybe buy some more and sort of see, does he know of any, just to chat,
Right.
to kind of, because it
So-
seems like there's a couple of hours to kill, so to speak.
Maybe we should. So I've got high manipulation, high perception, high intelligence, and average, or not average, just above average charisma. So I don't know which of those are going to be applicable to talking to.
Well, you're better at all those than me then. I can hear stuff, and that's about it.
I also have like enchanting voice, so maybe that can help. So
That might help. Yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely help, I think.
So here is the problem. Kaz does not do well with hospitals.
But it's sort of outside, like you don't have to go into the hospital. He was like a wee shack at the back.
It's still a hospital.
Okay.
and you could do another distraction.
So,
But we want to be.
Like you don't have to go and. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't think we want a distraction at the minute because there's no.
there's no
we're not
reason
even under
to
the room.
distract.
Yeah. You know what
I
I mean?
have an ability that might help if you need it. And
Please enlighten us.
Wretch stands still and he says, "Everybody look away for a moment and then look back."
Okay.
And when everyone has looked away and when they look back, he's not there.
What?
Dude,
I'm
Where'd you
still
go?
here. You hear his voice.
freaky.
That's very scary.
I like that.
Invisibility. But yeah.
So
It's not like that.
you could potentially go and do some spy work for us.
Yes.
I like that. Although I have to say something.
Go for it.
I also have that ability.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. But I don't want to go into the hospital. So, Rich, my darling, would you please go and do some spy work for us inside the coroner's office?
Do you want me to go on my own or with you to the to the sheriff?
Oh no, we're going to go with you to the coroner's office, but you're going to do the spying, and then we're going to go to the sheriff.
You're going to keep the motor running.
Yeah.
So to speak.
It sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
So that is what we shall do.
And right. I'm assuming you're taking Orla's car.
Yes.
Viola's car.
Orla's dream car, yes.
Son of a bitch.
When they get to
More
the
coffee,
door,
please.
when they
Yes.
get to the door to head outside,
Mm-hmm.
Wretch starts nervously humming
Mm.
because it's a place where he could be visible and seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
But it's
I
also beautiful.
I
The
will
tone is something that's
put
like
my
crazy
hand on
pretty.
his shoulder and say, "It's okay, dude. I've got you."
Thank you. I don't like being out.
It's okay. We'll make it as quick as possible.
And when they point to which car it is, he just
That
darts
one.
for it.
So I guess he called shotgun.
Oh no, he's in the back behind the tinted glass.
Doctor's part.
I'm just being facetious.
Okay, so we are all in the car, and I tell the driver to go to Signet Churchill Hospital.
Yes, and fixes his hat and drives to the signature Churchill, which doesn't take long.
Excellent.
Traffic is good at 9:00 at night, and you show up. He takes you to the emergency room entrance.
Okay, so I tell him to go around the back to where the car park is and find like a more secluded place that we can wait.
Yes, and so he drives around the hospital and takes you to the back dock where you remember buying the blood. The blood bank is like right there, and so is the coroner's office.
Okay. So we reverse in so we can get out quickly if we need to. And
I don't know how long I can stay, but I'll stay as long as I can.
that's great. I think we might be staying with you at this point.
You're welcome to do so, madam.
Thank you.
Wretch, shall we?
Yes. And so, will we both go unseen passage?
Yeah.
Unseen passage. So you both obfuscate and you both walk past the guard
Mm-hmm.
that was basically like sitting at the sliding door and smoking.
Because we both, fun thing about the vampires plus obfuscate is we can't see each other.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kabump. Wretch grabs Kaz's hand beforehand, and gives it a squeeze for reassurance as they go in.
Oh,
I shall squeeze back.
Because this is invisible is the only time Wretch feels safe.
All right. You go through the sliding glass door, which is to the left of the window that was for the blood bank. And you are in a like a waiting room that has like flowers and magazines, and it looks nice. Lobby. sort of thing.
Okay, so I brought you in here, but I really can't be in a hospital setting for very long. So I'm gonna
What if
head back out.
How are you with offices?
Yeah, offices are okay.
If we're inside the coroner's office and not so it doesn't look so much like a hospital.
It's still a hospital, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'll wait for you by the door.
Okay.
And I nope back down the passage and hang out at the door.
The blood bank window is open, by the way. All right. Wretch is in the lobby by himself.
So
There is someone behind the counter, but that is obviously for the blood bank.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. Do I have any idea where the coroner's office would be?
You know that this is the entrance for it, but let's find out. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Excellent. Then that
So
is the direction I
that
wanna
door
go.
on the left is totally the one, but there's nobody in this waiting room, so you don't know, like, if it's going to open anytime soon. You don't know if you're going to attract attention with the door opening by itself.
I'm going to stand by the door and just take a glance around the room to see if anyone's looking.
Let's do stealth and dexterity.
Okay. Plus a bonus to stealth from
Plus
the
a donut.
dexterity.
And not just that, but you're also obfuscated. So add your obfuscate score as well.
Okay, so 2 and 3 is 5. Plus 4 is 9.
Okay.
And how many for the stealth specialization and dexterity?
That means that your 10s count for double.
Okay. So it's 9.
I gotta watch this.
Come on. I hit the caps lock and it's messing me up.
Wow.
Really? Not as good as it should have been. It's still 3 successes, but it
It's
should
still
have been better.
it should have been better, but 3 successes
Yeah,
is still good.
But we know the dice hate you.
Yeah.
3 successes means that you find just the right time to slip through the door. You can blame it on the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And you find yourself basically slinking down the hallway, which is mostly empty. There's like 1 or 2 people, like, janitors, like, doing their thing. One of them kind of perks up for a second and then goes back to cleaning. I swear this place is haunted. And you make it to the coroner's office with relative ease.
Okay.
The door is open.
Okay. I'm going to look in there, just make sure it's empty.
The coroner is in there doing paperwork.
Let's see. I'll look over his shoulder.
There's
not really close, but
There's a couple of John Does and Jane Does. One of them, I'm going to say perception plus alertness.
That's 4. What difficulty?
Difficulty 7 because you're going at his pace, not yours.
3 successes. That's
3
a much better roll.
successes. That's the paperwork. That's the guy. That's the victim.
Okay.
Absolutely. Hacked to death, exsanguinated. Probably exsanguinated first, then hacked to death, and blonde hair, blue eyes, young male.
Let's see. Here. Blue eyes.
But John Doe.
Yeah. Maybe I can pull a trick out of Allie's playbook. Even.
I'm listening.
And maybe drink him unconscious.
Dexterity stealth. Difficulty 6 because you're right there.
Okay, so that's another 9.
The guy's still alive, right?
The coroner?
The
Sorta.
coroner? The coroner's fine. The guy who is
No,
hacked
it's not-
apart is definitely dead. Super dead.
Oh, yeah.
But the bodies aren't in the coroner's office.
6 successes. And
6
3 are 10s.
successes. And
3 are
3
tens.
tens.
So 9 successes.
So 9 successes. That was the easiest feed you've ever had in your life. Like, it was right there. You did it. He was super into it. He's unconscious. You are full up on blood again. How was your blood before you started feeding?
It was just -1 for the day.
You feel bloated and a little blood drunk.
Okay.
You definitely overdid it.
Okay. Is that like a minus to rolls or something?
-1 to your dexterity because you're kind of like blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Because I want to, because I've got intelligence 5, investigation 3.
Great.
So I want to do some, like, real hardcore investigating.
Okay, great. You're going through the coroner's notes. All right. Well, for the most part, you got the bulk of the information from looking over his shoulder, but it says that the body was found at the hospital in a trash heap. They are investigating. There are question marks for the John Doe-ness, and because there's no identification, they're going to do dental screenings to see if they can figure out who this guy is. And and you're not Allistair, so I there's other information I can't tell you.
Yeah, I want to get, like, who found the body?
The coroner.
Coroner found the body.
Mm-hmm. Police were informed. Allistair went home. Home. Whatever that means to the audience.
Yes, Allistair was messed up.
Messed up.
In the head.
In the head. Because he did an etiquette faux pas.
One that cuts him deep. Anyway, basically, I want to make sure I have any information that I'm going to need for the sheriff.
For the sheriff. It was obviously done in a sawing motion. The chopping of the limbs were done in a sawing motion. So there's lacerations in the flesh. And there's like a symbol of some kind carved into a portion of the chest. And there is like a scribble trying to redraw it. It's an occult symbol of some kind.
There's got to be blank paper and pen, so I'm just going to copy that down to the best of my ability.
Oops. Yes, there's paper and a pen.
Yeah, so I'm going to just make as good a copy of that as I can.
Okay.
All
right.
Anything else I need?
With the successes that you got, that's pretty much it. Okay. You have an unconscious coroner on the floor. Well, in his chair. He's in his chair.
I'm just going to arrange him like he fell asleep. Okay. And I'm also going to healing touch his neck.
Okay.
Because I have that merit.
You have that merit. Do you have to spend blood to do it?
No, it's instead of licking, he can do it with his fingers.
Okay. All right, there you have it.
Okay. So just make it look like the coroner had a very long day and fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure I'm still invisible and head back out.
All right, great. Roll for your dexterity, obfuscate, stealth again, -1 because of the bloating. Difficulty 6.
6. Shit. So that comes out as 9.
Yep. Double swoosh. Wretch comes back out to Kaz
he doesn't
with a piece of paper.
Doesn't become invisible. He just like taps her and it's like
there's a floating piece of paper.
I assume this is for me. Thank you very much. Kitty!
Kitty break.
I didn't find a kitty in there.
We're having a kitty break.
Kitty break. Oh, kitty. Tortured. I have a cat sleeping behind me.
She just cries to get in, and then she just wants to sit on top of me.
I miss you, and I love you.
Yeah.
And you're doing stuff without me.
And you're doing stuff without me. Also, jingle, jingle.
Jingle.
Jingle, jingle. Okay, so I think we should get back to the car, and when we're in the car, I will look over this symbol.
Okay. And yeah, he is very hasty to get back in the car.
So we whoosh back to the car.
Do you relax your obfuscate, or do you continue to obfuscate when you get to the car?
Once he's in the car, he can drop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he'll put his hood up just so he's less the center of attention.
Right.
Okay, so Wretch, I assume, found some information. So while he's regaling us, I will attempt to decipher this symbol.
Oh, great. Roll occult and intelligence.
Okay, difficulty.
Because this is obscure. It's like alchemical.
I've got 3 successes, of which one is a 10.
That is excellent. You don't have a specialization, right?
I do. I have book knowledge.
That would be 2 successes then. You recognize this as like demon worship.
Ooh.
It's like a summoning thing for a very specific demon. Now you're pretty sure it's from like the 4th circle, but you don't know exactly which. You think this symbol means Enoch, and you think this symbol might be the demon, but you aren't sure what it translates to. Yeah, demons.
Nice.
Cool.
Werewolves and demons.
So this was found carved into the chest of the victim. And the coroner himself found the body at the hospital. So whatever this happened, either it happened in the hospital or someone dropped the body off there. And he wasn't ripped apart, he was sawn apart
Okay.
after whoever it was drank him.
Blah.
That's nasty.
Okay, so I suggest that we proceed post haste to Elysium because we may have a demon on the loose.
Sounds like a plan.
Good idea.
So nonchalantly said, oh, demons. I guess we should.
Typical Wednesday night.
Hey, as long as it's not a dog demon, I'm fine.
Well, we
You
don't know.
don't
that.
know. You don't know. It's true.
It is a dog doctor demon.
Oh no. Right, that's my cue.
All right. What's next, guys?
So I get the driver to get tickets to Elysium. I don't know how long that would have taken for Wretch.
Maybe in half an hour at the max. And it takes no time at all to get to the high gate. So you are 2 hours early.
Yes.
Better to be early than to be late.
How much
Exactly.
extra blood is in my system?
3 points.
3 points?
Mhm.
Druggy.
Is there any... I'm not too sure on the rules of this, but is there anything that would make it so they shouldn't drink from me?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Like if one of them was thirsty?
That's diablerie, isn't it?
No.
No,
No,
not unless you
But that
do
would
the
be
final death.
but that would be a one step towards a blood bond.
Okay, so probably not a great idea.
You can, but I don't see why you would.
Just because he's got too much right now.
Because he wants to
Be
ditch the...
efficient.
Yeah.
Well, there are masterless ghouls at the museum.
Excuse me.
But he would not want to take a ghoul. That is...
Well, maybe not take a ghoul, but you could probably expend, or you can burn the blood on healing. You can buff your strength.
You can run a couple of rounds around the graveyard, burn the blood away.
I'll save it for if I need it. Hopefully I'll need it.
You can also, you've got that 5 or 4 in dexterity.
4 in dexterity.
Yeah. Sweaty, sweaty, sweaty.
I know that feeling.
All right. The damn. The Elysium is hopping. Kind of early tonight for Elysium to be hopping, but everyone's wearing black. Some in formal wear. It seems to be like a more somber night than the night before.
That would make sense.
There is a memorial, basically to the right of the stage where the initial change happened. There's like a memorial where like people, flowers and photos and stuff like that of vampires who had perished the night before.
Wretch pulls up his hood and makes sure to walk with his head down.
You see other Nosferatu there that are doing the same.
And he goes to pay his respects because I'm sure he was acquainted with several of them.
Let's say perception plus alertness, because awareness isn't a thing, right?
Awareness is a thing.
Oh, then awareness. Yeah, perception
Wait,
and
where's
awareness.
Oh,
Difficulty
there.
6. Yeah, it should be in the first.
It's just
First
below
column.
athletics.
Let's see.
I knew
Really?
awareness was the thing in mage. I couldn't remember if it was a thing in vampire.
I only had 2 dice and they were both successes.
Nice.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, there were. You recognize that guy. You recognize that guy. That guy you knew intimately. Fuck.
Yeah, so he's just gonna wait there and just remember, well, the rest of them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he'll be.
Okay.
So I am going to stay far the fuck away from big dog spot.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which seems easy enough to do. I mean, it's a big cemetery.
Yeah.
Lots of places to go.
So I would like to pay my respects to those who have met their final death, but triggering. So
Mhm.
I will just stay on my side of the cemetery. Thank you very much.
And Viola will go and pay some respects at the appointed spot and make any hellos and go back and join Kaz at an appropriate.
There is, Viola, you notice that in the center of the area in front of a specific mausoleum, there's still blood on the ground.
Right, okay. Sad.
I go like to pay my respects as well. Like even though I didn't know many of the people, it's like still tragic. as hell.
Yeah, it was super tragic.
And go join the other girls.
Cool. All right, everyone pays their respects. Noticing that there is a group of people at the memorial, the band plays taps.
Nice touch.
All right, scene's on you.
What time is it?
Well, I guess if you spend 20 minutes paying your respects, then it's 10:20. Drinks are being offered. They have stuff on tap. And there's like paper cups.
Ow, bugger.
Oh, we'll have a drink. She feels like she needs
Sorry.
it.
Someone.
I just stabbed myself with a pencil.
Oh,
Oh.
easy done.
Ow.
Mhm.
That was out of character, by the way.
But a safety pin might have went rogue or something.
And went wrong. Ow. The one in my ear just came undone and stabbed me in the neck.
That has happened more often than I care to say.
Is there anybody about that, like, talking about what had happened?
Oh,
that maybe
absolutely.
has-
Everyone, if you are like
Just
overhearing conversations and stuff like that, everyone's talking about it.
And is there any new information that maybe? has been going-
Basically, that it apparently, I'm going to say perception investigation.
Okay.
Can I also roll? Because I would probably like.
Perception, if you are overhearing conversations, perception investigation. Difficulty 6, because it's not like they're being quiet. They're somber, so they're not like speaking loudly, but they're, you know.
Three successes and one's a 10.
All right,
Okay.
excellent.
Sharp hearing is a thing.
All right, excellent. You find out the werewolf was totally a blood doll. Apparently, it had a treaty had been put in place. The werewolf was addicted to the kiss, and that didn't go well. Obviously, the treaty was broken.
Mhm.
But from the words of a gangrel, that was by no fault of his own.
Right.
It's just like a thing that can happen to a werewolf, like at the drop of a hat. Technically 19 people were killed. One of them survived and is in recovery. One named Calvin is basically like in his haven recuperating.
Okay.
Please tell me that the werewolf is named Hobbs.
He is mine.
He's also not a cat. No one, well, I'm going to say, yeah, the name of the werewolf is Joseph H, whatever that. He was picked up at the Bloody Mermaid.
So he's restrained or like not a risk to us?
Currently, he is with his kin, with his pack. He has been banned from Elysium for obvious reasons.
Funny that.
And there is an undercurrent, third point, there is an undercurrent of we need to go to war. Is this war? Because I think this is war.
Oh God.
20 people, 19 people, but 20 people, really? Like, this is war.
Yeah.
And God only knows how many of them are in the city.
That's Thursday's problems, guys. Hacked bodies tonight.
Right.
All right, 11 o'clock.
Any chance the sheriff comes early?
The sheriff seems to be busy, but the sheriff has arrived and is holding court very loosely, basically having meetings with people.
Okay.
Eventually, at 11:30, the prince shows up. And, there's a mausoleum with, a throne as the statue. She takes a seat on the mausoleum seat.
Oh, good. Love when she's up.
Yeah, Wretch goes to the nearest, tree or something that's throwing a shadow
Mm-hmm.
and just melds into the shadow.
Okay.
Even further.
No, it's a power. He is not happy. The prince scares them.
You kind of have to you find that you have to kind of elbow in some room because there are other people hiding in that shadow.
Mind if I
There's
join
a
you?
support group in there.
I want a drink. and is holding up a flask.
Not I.
Okay. And they make conversation. Very hushed, of course. The question comes up if you don't want to be here, then why are you here?
I have business with the sheriff.
Yeah, I have business with the prince and blah, blah, blah. I lost someone in the combat last night. Blah, blah, blah.
Wretch is barely paying attention to him. He is focused on the prince.
I see. I'm going to say perception, investigation, difficulty 8 because you're not listening.
Okay, so that's 5. One success.
Something, Dennis.
Means nothing to
It
Wretch.
means nothing to him. Yeah. Something, Dennis.
I see that look, Charlie.
Roan.
Oh, poor Bella. So, what are you guys doing now that you're no longer? There is music. There are drinks. People are dancing, and they're keeping kind of a distance away from the bloody spots on the ground, but they are, it's a party.
Try and keep it a vibe. I'm just gonna wait to speak to the sheriff, I think.
All right. The prince begins to begins to hold court. The sheriff has basically taken her leave and is kind of makes eye contact with Kaz and this way, please.
And we follow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you recognize this spot as the first time you met the sheriff. This seems to be her spot. And I hear that you have information for me.
We do. Wretch, are you with us or are you still in the tree?
I followed. I was paying attention to that.
Okay.
My eyes were paying attention. My ears were not.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, Wretch, if you would be so kind as to divulge the information.
Alright, so another Nosferatu named Daniel. He
Hey, Bella, can you mute yourself for a second?
another Nosferatu named Daniel. He told me of an exsanguination that was found at the coroner's office with the body hacked up. And so we went and just looked around, and I found the coroner's report, and it said that this boy was completely exsanguinated and then hacked up with a blade, just sawn apart. And there was a symbol carved into his chest. But
Thank you, Rich.
And it happened. It either happened at the hospital or whoever did it dropped the pieces off at the hospital because the coroner found it there.
Rich drew the symbol for me to have a look at, and it is definitely occult. I believe we may be dealing with a demon summoning. I don't know whether it was successful. So we either have a demon running around or we have some crazed cultist.
Fair.
And my skills are good but a little rusty. So I think it may be fourth circle and but potentially something to do with Enoch. If that means anything at all to you, dear Sheriff.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Which part?
Let's start. Yeah. Sorry, I was distracted.
That's okay. So I was just telling the sheriff that Wretch drew the symbol for me. I deciphered or decoded it, and we either have a demon if the summoning was successful, or we have some sort of crazed cultist. Or possibly plural. And I mentioned that my skills are rusty, but I believe it's something potentially fourth circle and possibly to do with Enoch. Question mark. ...
Enoch. The first city.
That's what it looks like to me, ma'am.
Maybe this has something to do with the antediluvians. That is harrowing, and I'm glad you came to me with it. If you could keep an eye out for any repeats of any patterns you might notice, please keep me updated. I will have my occultists, if I could have that sketch.
Absolutely, ma'am.
I will have my occultists try and figure out where this comes from and what it says. Thank you very much for. And she begins like sifting through her, pockets and stuff like that, and pulls out a notepad and a pen, writes something, and hands you an IOU.
Ooh,
Nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is exponentially helpful. I hope we will continue to work together, and I will. Technically speaking, I have this beeper. Here's the number. You can get a hold of me at any time, and I will respond.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you for seeing us.
Is there anything else? Not that this wasn't enough. I mean, this was great. It was. But is there anything else you would like to discuss while we have time together?
I don't believe so, at least not from my side. But
well,
if
then
any of my companions would like to ask anything.
No, thank you.
Okay. I will take my leave as I still have cleanup from last night to do. Thank you very much. I will talk to you later. And she takes her leave.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So you have an IOU from the sheriff.
Nice.
Woo.
Need to frame that.
I think we might need to.
Da, da, da.
But I think that we should keep this at Viola's place and not at the Bloody Mermaid.
Yeah, probably a good call. Because
Never
your
write
place
that
isn't
number
exactly
down.
private.
Not just that, it's kind of a hole.
It's kind of
Things get tossed around a lot in my place, so
I'll put it in my handbag.
all right. Hooray, an IOU and a beeper number from the Sheriff Juliet.
Cast the number.
The night is yours. Demons and bodies, and you can unwind from the hospital. Holy shit. And is there anything you would like to accomplish before the day is done?
I would like to go and find a smoke.
Easy to do. Your people are there.
That's fair.
Easy to bum us up.
I think maybe I'm gonna get like some blood.
Do you want to do it by the cup, or do you want to go to one of the Master of the Schools?
I'll
Okay.
get a cup.
Someone is standing by and saying, "Oh, just came off a bus from like Brighton, Italian, British, and very young, extremely fresh. Hope you enjoy." And it's delicious.
Thank you.
You get 1 point back. Yeah, it's like oxygenated and
Great.
stuff. It's nice.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. Yep. All right. The night progresses. Again, very chill, very somber, but people are trying to relax. People are trying to celebrate the unlives that were perished the night before. And is there, again, anything that you guys want to accomplish before the night is out?
Let me just check my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want from Wretch before he goes?
Indeed.
I think we're all right for now, Rich. Is there anything that we can do for you?
Oh, if you only knew.
I'm sorry, we can't hear you, Rich.
I said, oh, if you only knew. But
Well,
no,
you have
there is nothing that anyone can do for me.
I'm sorry to hear that. You've been exceptionally helpful, and you know where to find me if there is something that I can do for you.
You said the Bloody Mermaid?
The Bloody Mermaid.
Excellent. All right, I will remember that.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's spoopy.
It's very sweet.
Spooky.
That's super spooky.
Did he look like Wretch?
Did he look like Rich? Yeah.
Dun dun dun. So is my mentor perhaps at Elysium?
Let's find out. Yes.
Okay, well, I would like to go and talk to my mentor, Miss Ariadne,
Mhm.
and just touch base and find out if there's anything that I need to know, and anything that I can do.
She's happy to see you, and good thing, like keeping tab with the Nosferatu. That's like super awesome, and you are really killing it on the investigation front and doing stuff for the prince and doing stuff for the sheriff. This is going to look really great for our reputation.
Cool.
Yeah, she's basically just like coating your ego.
Okay. Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, you're such a sweetie. Do I get kisses?
Don't know if that's Ariadne or Sako.
I was wondering.
Well,
I'm down.
If that is the case, we will wrap the game here. Everyone gets one experience right off of the bat. And we will do goods, bads, and uglies.
I'll start.
Okay.
The good, that was a fun round, being able to use someone different for a change. Be someone a little more morose. The bad is that Allie missed. This is like the one thing that he would have been. Basically, the reward from this is what he's been after for so long, and this is what he missed out on.
Yep.
like just that recognition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The trouser legs of time.
And that, I don't know if that's a bad or like a, oh darn, like story.
I know it's possible, so
now you know it's possible.
As far as storytelling stuff is concerned, it's great because it's you know, Allie's missing out on what he wants the most, but you know, he's missing out.
Mm-hmm.
And also the fact that Wretch missed out on information just because he doesn't know the rest of the group's story. Great for storytelling terms.
Mm-hmm. I think there may come a possibility in the future to kind of like combine, you know, like play both characters and have everybody like trade information and stuff like that.
And
who gets your ugly?
I'm gonna give the point to Kaz this time.
Thank you.
Being the leader of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And
the leader
also,
of the pack.
I'm going to request that people give their ugly experience to each other and not to Wretch.
Yeah, Wretch is ineligible.
Ineligible for experience, yes. All right. Bella?
Well, I think the good would be meeting Reg, new character, something different. The bad, I personally think we should have gotten like more,
a little more excitement.
I think maybe a bit get to know Reg more. I wish I had.
I understand that.
But I get it. It's like slow, and like some episodes will be slow, others will be fast. And also, I would love to get to know Reg more a bit.
So, is that a request to have Reg played again next week?
No, just like something
Although,
Not really. It's mostly based on Jayce's decision, so.
also, if you want some backstory on my channel, I did that 20-minute story on Wretch's backstory.
Okay, I will check that out. And experience points, I'm gonna give it to Kaz. She did like pull off like great leadership skills in this one.
All right. Kaz.
Okay, I'm not muted. Good. So my good, I like that it was chill. Like the adrenaline from last night was plenty. It's nice that we had a quieter night. The bad is not so much a bad as an I'm sad that Sylvia wasn't around.
Yeah. Yeah.
We understand the reasoning and love and support and all that, but it would always have been more fun with Sylvia because Sylvia brings the chaos.
Yes.
She does.
And experience point, I think I'm going to give to Bella. Just because I feel like she needs it after the couple of nights that we've had.
Excellent. Viola.
The good, I think it was fun. Obviously, I don't have the experience of the previous night to kind of to go on. So for me, it was like, this is quite relaxed compared to hunting for serial killers and rogue drivers with Sylvia. In terms of bad, I think because Ali and Sylvia weren't here, it didn't feel like a complete team. So that was kind of sad and stuff. But hopefully in the future games we'll see everybody, the gang, back together.
Yeah.
And in terms of points, I think Kaz deserves it wholeheartedly for basically leading the charge.
I was particularly moved by Kaz's reaction to the hospital. So take a point for that.
Thank you.
I think it was super fun to, this is a collaborative storytelling sort of situation, right? So if you have ideas that you want to experiment with, please run them by me, so that things like Wretch and more politics regarding the London area, I'm totally open to it. So this past week was a wonderful example of a collaborative storytelling. It will, if you missed this morning's premiere, it will make a little more sense if you catch Jayce's premiered post about Wretch. It's basically Wretch's backstory, his prelude, and his relation to Allistair and the prince, and all of that stuff is explained. I say we play again next Saturday.
Yep.
There's a chance maybe we'll have a Sylvia, maybe, possibly, maybe.
Potentially.
Every finger.
Hopefully.
Fingers, toes, and eyes all crossed.
Indeed, and all mind candles lit.
Yeah. And we will see you guys another time. I swear this takes so